This I can approve of. The Sultanate of Epirus. Glorious. Just outright glorious. Still, Castile, as much as we get along very well together, and we should get along even better, frankly, I need more friends. Burgundy is not bad. Portugal would probably be better. Dat Epirus indeed. I'm impressed. Not even mad. Okay, we still have increased innovative. We may as well take advantage of it and have ourselves our own Darien disaster. Unfortunately, that is just slightly too far away. Not for this guy, though. Super aggressive, but whatever. We're going to take it anyway. I need to park some troops over there to take care of it. I'm obviously not in the best position to do that right now, but I want that colony. All in due time. Alright, good. The Castilians want to focus there, which gives me a tiny smidgen of troops. What do we have here? Regulars and regulars. Okay, everybody get onto Alençon. What I will do is combine you, spit out just you two, and you can take care of Maine. You can't take this yet, but you'll be able to take it soon. Jake, show the world that Scotland can colonize. That's the plan. We still have our hardy explorer. Perhaps we should go exploring. But it is a bit of a risk to have those guys all going. No, I want to do an exploit free run as best I can. I want to know more about the Cape of Good Hope. Doubt I'll be beating anyone to it, but it would be nice. Lose war exhaustion. Always lovely. 1,000 manpower is just not worth it. That event is a reference to a pretty good song. The Bad Seeds. For they are merely crying, son. Jake, it is time to flesh out religious. Kind of, but I also want modern theocracy. I want them both. Okay. Yeah, I am ahead of tech there, so let's do it. Let's get our cheaper ships. Necessary. Oh, nice place for the fleet. Right, Ile de Frog's finally down. I can throw my siege general elsewhere. I'm thinking Normandy, but if I do that, I'll end up getting call for peace a lot faster. And I do want to demolish France, but it'll also give me ticking war score. Alright, get on it then. As for you folks, this is the last time I'll probably reinforce these sieges, since I want to start shipping troops down to my colony. Jake, take a look around the Epirus region. It's all Ottoman cores, so Epirus probably won't last very long, unless they make some good friends. But they're sultanate, so they're unlikely to. It's a modern day tragedy. Jake, I was warring against England and Portugal at the same end. I gave Castile Portuguese land. They got rebel problems now. Leon is the strongest power in Iberia. Oh, good. We don't need papal influence at all, so let's just bask in the prestige. Colonialism against Portugal. This is kind of why we're improving relations with them. Let's just really hope we don't get into troubles here at all. Let's hope one or two of these sieges go so I can throw down some troops there to take care of the revolting natives. figures. Austria's getting Castile all hot and bothered now. Okay. Now I can't be sending mercenaries. I need to send regulars down there, if I even have regulars. You guys are regular. You're also regular. You're helping the siege there. You are regular and you're not really helping there, so to Navarra with you. Is there anyone that's kind of redundant here and regular? You are. Navarra, Navarra. And once you take over, you go to Navarra as well. Ne regularita. We only need 4 for this. Let's not overextend ourselves, and let's also hope that the natives don't have a carry-on between now and then. Actually, I think it's probably a good idea to have 5. That way our horse can flank rather nicely. 6 would be better, but I think we can out-tech these guys. I mean, look at them. Ferocity, aggressiveness. They only get 20% damage bonus with their poo tech. We'll be fine. Alright, we know the Cape. What's the bet that there's already someone there? I'm hoping they aren't. Jake, what is the greatest religion in EU4? That's a tough one. And not one I have an answer to. Yet. Don't see any green there. Nice. The Cape of Storms is a very interesting sea zone. Some people think they can stop people from getting between Europe and Asia simply by blockading the Cape of Good Hope or having all their navy here, but truthfully, you can sail your fleet over into the Cape of Storms, which is this area, and you can completely bypass the Cape of Good Hope. So if that is your plan, you can be thwarted that way. The more you know. Alright. Finally, France is getting ravaged. I would love to make them bankrupt, though. That would just be too good. They are still paying for a fleet, much like our other friends did, and they've repaid some loans, amazingly. They're only at 6 loans. Oh, you managed that. Alright, I think I can start shutting down a bit when it comes to the army. Since they're costing me an arm and a leg. So I need to juggle with this. Either I give a whole load of land to Castile, or I don't. It would keep Castile and France at each other's throats. Truthfully, I'm not interested in having a lot of French land for myself, because I will eventually vassalize France, and then I'll of course be getting France's cores back. So, what is a man to do in that situation? Would help if we didn't forget about Calais, no longer a staple port. Alright, we're pretty much at force limit, which is okay. Acceptable even. That's odd. The Portuguese really should see the Cape of Good Hope by now, but they are just not interested in it. They got a new ruler. Hopefully they propose some royal marriage, since they will likely live for longer than us. All is well. Oh, except for this. This is an issue. I want to switch religions now, sir. Jake Aquileia is back. Yes, they are. Good to see them. archbishopric, as they should be, and surely enough I got Normandy, so welcome call for peace. So what do we do with the France? The thing is, if I give a whole bunch of land to Castile, then I'm going to have a massive Castile to deal with. But it probably is a good idea to give some land to Castile. I mean, at the very least, they'll like me for giving them their claim. It is a crying shame that I haven't been able to bankrupt France, but what can you do? Oh shoot, that's not the button I wanted. I wanted this button. Maybe I should make peace before they all die tragically. I could do the old release Gascony trick. I mean, you're my rival, it's not too expensive to take this land. And then I give a good chunk of land to Castile. But the lands I give to Castile should be more like central France. That seems like a decent idea. Yeah, if I kind of cut France in half by giving this land to Castile, I don't see any way this could backfire. So if I gave you this region, for example. Not giving more land to Brittany. No thanks to that increased coring cost. Jake, if you take lands bordering others, you'll get unneeded bordering heretic malice. Yeah, the idea was that I might release Normandy. They get Normandy and co. But that could be problems of its own. Yeah, maybe I should just demolish France and give most of it to Castile. Castile, Castile, Castile. Man, it's so expensive, isn't it? A big part of that is thanks to Gascony. At least with that I can rip France in half. France won't get military access easily. And a good chunk of income from that. That seems like a plan. Castile is happy. I am happy. I'm going to have such a big Spain to fight later on. But this will be useful. At least for future French wars. I like it. A little disappointed in myself for not getting any land out of it, though. But I do want him cut in half. That's the thing. But I gain nothing. No new vassals. You know, maybe I could just take a really crappy province. Like, instead of giving you that, I could take something similarly rubbish. Ah! Toulouse. Toulouse have a few cores down here. At least a few. Toulouse would make a nice little vassal. Could feed them in due time. Yeah. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? This isn't going to give me all that aggressive expansion. At least it shouldn't. Although Castile might find themselves a little bit unliked in the world, but that's okay. I mean, this is Castile we're talking about. I thought for a moment this all went to me. That would have been horrible. So Castile now looking at... Oh, Castile barely got anything. And let there be Toulouse. Lovely. Now, what of my poor troops? They need to get the heck out of here. I'm sure you folks will be fine. That'll take ages to grow fully, but that's okay. Jake, are you creating the Swedish flag in France? Not a bad idea, but it's too small of a canvas to do that with. Alright, our manpower held together there very nicely. Shouldn't even have to hold on to these mercs for too long. It's quite funny that you are almost not willing to help England. Equal parts funny and delightful. Castile is already at war with England. Hopefully, Castile, now with this tunnel into Austria, they'll be at each other's throats, keeping each other relatively weak, whilst I just pick off what remains. All part of my dastardly plan. Now, how's that exploration fleet of mine getting on? I kind of like this new exploration mechanic. It takes a lot of the micromanagement out of it all, which I never was the biggest fan of. Now, we don't really need much of an army right now, unless we are to go to war with England soon. So, perhaps half of our mercs can Gingham, the rest, they may still be of use to us. Yeah, now there's twice the France to fight. You got that right. Okay, this is lovely. It's just this train, or train line, that we can push Iberian troops into the region. Okay, I was thinking should have given them Berry instead of Limousine, since it's that's a Gascony Corps. Or Guyenne Corps. Now what you gonna do? I think it is high time you became part of the fold. I mean, I need those troops if nothing else. And I need to get my moment to take England. England shall be taken. Savoy is not an issue. Austria is. Why is Austria an issue? Probably they can walk into Brittany. But first I need Brittany in the fold. There we go, to all those people that say I can only play with exploits. We're doing alright without them. Although exploits are like the true Scotsman. I mean, who is a real Scotsman? Our delightful friend Burgundy wants to join in the slaughtering of England. Good on him. You'll probably take a bit of time to annex unless I have a guy to help. I do not. 100 months or so. And the English, we're on par technologically. And what is rather nice is that I can see all of the English provinces. What are you doing? We're a little short on the PP, so maybe if one of you could privateer the English Channel, the other one could privateer the North Sea, I guess. Pop. We get enough power projection, but only just. Jake, check on the Reformation. Sadly, not yet a choice to go reformed. But I will. Trust me, I will. Austria won't join in. Now is my chance. And it's got to be cleansing of heresy so that I can take all provinces for free and for reduced aggressive expansion. Total cost of England only 150, and we have claims on not Derby. Well, we don't care much about Derby. But we will go to war after I get back. I'll be just a minute. Alright. So, Mao says, Jake, are you going to stream now that you're Paradox? Getting employed by Paradox doesn't really change the streaming at all. In fact, I want to stream even more because, let's imagine you love chocolate. And you go to work at the chocolate factory, and your job is to package chocolate. And to check the chocolate to make sure that it's not misshapen and misformed. You're not allowed to eat the chocolate. And you go home, what are you going to want to do? Oh, you're going to want to eat that chocolate. That's what it's like for this. Did I really eradicate all my horses in that war? We'll get some when we integrate Brittany, but I should not have dismissed my mercs now, since the English army is no joke. Yeah, a bit of a poor move to dismiss the English army. Oh well, we did it. I'm gonna want 3 more horses. We'll get 2 more from you, which is fine. And then we'll get ourselves some more infantry, but we're just gonna use mercs. Jake, is there a way to survive as Blurple without allying Poland? More than likely. But don't come for me for Blurple advice. Or don't come to me for Blurple advice. Catholic zealots, oh man. Wait, what? Okay, they must have had an event. Makes sense, since they have religious ideas. So, if everybody mounts up at Gloucestershire, we should be able to make a very concise attack on England. Oh, they've got exploration. We want to stop them from going abroad. And we really, really love mercantilism around here. Tech 10 is a bit of a tragic technology, completely unnecessary. At least at this point in time. Jack Napier saying, lol, oh wow, Jake's still going and he's made inroads into France. That's Castile, but I did do that. And great, I get our divine supremacy, but I can't take it because I need those points for grabbing England. But that should be okay, we'll make do fine without divine supremacy. Thanks to game mechanics. Good game mechanics. Savoy being involved is good because you love Castile. Hopefully you still love Castile. Defensive and friendly. And Lorraine, neutral and threatened. That's even better. So the Burgundian army's job is to march down into Savoy and kick their scrawny little Italian arses. Should work out for me quite nicely. And that's good to know that we can just eradicate those natives at minimal losses to ourselves. Alright, you finished your mission, but carry on. There's much more to be done. Rio de la Plata. Nah. The Caribbean's also nice, but I don't think we'll be bothering with that. I want to know more about this area, but not much we can see there. Go for the Caribbean. At the very least we can see what the English are up to if they go for that. Full morale. Good numbers. Let's just hope that we have what it takes to defeat the English. Cleanse that heresy. Savoy, if I make you a co-belligerent. Calling Corsica. Yeah, I'm having none of that. It doesn't really matter. Bum rush the English. We don't need anything like that on you. I want those islands eventually, but I'm in no hurry for them. Now, they don't really have any great defensive stuff here. Gloucestershire. Why would you go to Gloucestershire? Why would you do that? Hope I get there first. Oh, good. Right, you stay in Wessex. There's no river crossing. We have a slight bonus on you here, and we flank you. Should be an easy victory for us. Pshaw, the English. Who would ever have problems with the English playing as Scotland? Boggles the mind like Peggy Hill. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 provinces to worry about, huh? Probably shouldn't have done that with the Mercs, since Mercs disband 0 units, but we did. And we get there in plenty of time to wipe them. Just lovely. Okay, they didn't disband. Is that new? In any case, he's trying to make units, so you folks that are all nothing and nothing, you'll be the junk. Also my units that actually have numbers, you can take care of the rest. Do we still have the siege god? We do not. But that's okay. 1, 2 here. 1, 2, 3 for London. 2 for Kent. 2 for no folk like Norfolk. And the spares can go to Oxfordshire. I see Burgundy not particularly keen on fighting it out with the Savoyards. Perhaps I can convince him otherwise. Jake, where can I find your multiplayer game against the devs? That was not streamed or